A lot of y'all are exactly the same as the black men who don't date black women but love to come in black women's spaces and talk about the reasons why you don't date black women. A lot of y'all, I don't like Loc people, y'all giving off that same energy, and it's ugly, okay? It is very ugly.
As the sun shines in all of my glory, my flaws don't look so bad at all. What was I so afraid of?
Hey everybody, it's Sharmel. Welcome back to Loc's Lifestyle. Welcome back to another video. So today's video is gonna be a little different. I was debating on whether or not I should record this video or not. Last week I told myself I was gonna record it. Ended up having a really good weekend, and then I told myself, you know what, I'm not gonna even bother recording it. And then today I ended up getting another comment, and I'm like, dang, maybe this is God's sign telling me to record this video. I don't even really have notes for this video. It's just something that I've been kind of thinking about. So hopefully it flows and it comes together right. But let's get into it. So first, disclaimer. So I feel like I always gotta say disclaimer even though people still continue to bypass disclaimers. So first disclaimer is, as a content creator, I completely 100% understand that everyone will not like my content, nor do I expect everyone to like my content. It's unrealistic. I may be a content creator, but I'm a consumer first. So I watch things, I see things all the time on the internet that I do not like, that I do not care for, and that is my right to do so. I understand that as a content creator, once you put out content, it opens the doors for people to have opinions, right? I get all of that. I get it. I understand it. I don't want to hear, well, you put this out there, so expect people to have an opinion about it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it, right? I get it. Since starting my Loc journey almost 2 years ago, I have definitely accrued like a new community, a new following. And to the people who watch my videos, my subscribers, like the people who are genuinely interested in my journey and my content, I just want to let y'all know I appreciate you guys. I try my best to respond to as many comments as I can. If you guys have questions, I always try my best to answer them. Even if I don't respond, I try to like them. I just want to let you guys know that you are truly appreciated, and I truly appreciate my genuine supportive following, right? I appreciate y'all. And what else? And then lastly, for this disclaimer, if it don't apply, let it fly, okay? So now that all the disclaimers are out there, I will say, compared to some people's platforms, like mine is pretty mild. It's calm, you know. It's a great community. Again, like I said, I really appreciate all my genuine supporters and all of that. Like, we good over here. As a content creator myself, I put out my content, I mind my business, I live my regular old life off camera, and we keep it at that. However, ever since I got these Loc extensions, it has definitely attracted like a new audience, a new crowd. And even before getting my Loc extensions, I knew that these people existed. However, I didn't realize how nasty and rude y'all were, right? You people that got beef with Loc extensions, y'all need to let it go. Right? Let it go. Lately, I've definitely been getting like a few comments here and there that have not been so nice. On a personal level, like, I'm not fazed by it because it's the internet. I live my life in real life, and a lot of times when people say hateful stuff like that, or when people make rude, nasty comments, many of y'all would never say it to me in person, not on nothing tough, but just in general, many of you would never come up to me in person and say the things that you say, and therefore I don't really let it bother me. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm happy in real life, not just on the internet. And so, like I said, in general, these comments don't bother me. However, I think that this just needs to be said because y'all issue with Loc extensions, y'all need to let it go. Plain and simple, right? One of my favorite sayings is, what you eat don't make me... Y'all fill in the blank, okay? I may or may not insert the comments that I've been seeing in this video. I don't really want to put anybody on blast because, again, that's really not my intention with this video. But however, just as I am a public content creator, and if you choose to leave a very public comment, I have the right to respond to that public comment. If y'all are comfortable enough coming into people's comment sections saying what y'all want to say, then I'm well within my right to do the exact same thing. So in my traditional locks versus lock extensions video, I made the disclaimer that I personally do not care what anybody does with their hair. What you choose to do with your hair is your choice, it's your decision, and I don't feel like anyone has the right to tell somebody what they should or should not do. Additionally, when the topic of lock extensions come up, a lot of people say that lock extensions are not a journey. I even had a few people leave that same comment, it's not a journey on my video. However, like, I don't feel like we can tell somebody what is and isn't a journey for them. At the end of the day, we all come from our various backgrounds. We all have our own set of issues, our own set of trauma, our own just life experiences that we come to certain situations to. And just because something personally isn't a journey for you does not mean that it isn't a journey for somebody else. Period. So someone left a comment saying that, and this, again, girl, this is no shade to you, but you left a comment, so I wanted to respond to the comment. So someone gave the example, driving across country on a road trip and experiencing the journey along the way is not the same as hopping on a plane and getting there in 6 hours. And honestly, I don't agree with that analogy. And here's why. A 24-hour road trip versus a 6-hour flight, yes, they are different journeys, but they're two separate journeys, right? So there's gonna be things that you experience on an airplane that you won't experience on a car. So yes, in a car, you're gonna see more land, roads, all that other stuff, but in the airplane, you're gonna see the clouds, right? You're gonna see a different scenery. On an airplane, you may experience turbulence. On the ground, you may experience some traffic. But if the destination is the same, it's the same destination. They are two different journeys, but it's not up to you to tell somebody which journey is more valuable than the next journey. I personally don't like road trips, so I'm gonna choose an airplane every time, and that's my right to do so. And it's the same thing with hair. That I did it the traditional way, and I have lock extensions. There were things that I had to learn to and adjust to doing it both ways. So just because, again, something is not a journey, something is not a personal journey to you, does not mean that that person who does it differently isn't on their own journey. Also, as it relates to just the lock journey, whether you choose to do it the traditional way or opt for lock extensions, someone mentioned this in my comment section, and I feel like I also talked about this in my things that I don't like about the lock community video, but people need to understand that everyone is not starting their lock journey for the same reason. Some people, yes, they started for a spiritual journey, or some people started for the style, the aesthetic, and whatever they choose to do, people can do that. People have every right to do so. This commenter mentioned the first set of locks, she did lock extensions because she wanted the look of it, which she liked that journey. And then the next time around for her second set, she decided to do the traditional way because she wanted to learn more patience. That was her choice both ways. Everyone is not starting their lock journey for the same reason, and that is okay. And it's not up to any of you guys to dictate the person's reason for starting their lock journey. And again, this video is specifically for the people who have an issue with lock extensions, because I'm just, quite frankly, I'm getting a little peeved with seeing y'all comments. And lastly, this may not be lastly, but next, this is really my biggest issue with the people who have issues with lock extensions. Like, what is y'all purpose? What is y'all reason? Because like I said, I've been getting an influx of certain comments, and I'm gonna just read some of them because I am really like the gall of some of you people who get on the internet and spew these things. Like, what do your purpose be? This comment, I actually posted it on my Instagram page because I was like, the nerve. So somebody commented and said, lock extensions are cringy. The lock journey is 100% natural journey for you. Lock extensions is 100% artificial. Locks are not a style, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle for you. I stopped complimenting people who have locks because for the most part, I'm complimenting lies. I agree if people are getting extensions to try it out and to see if they like it or not. But if it's to get it for a style, then locks are not meant for you yet, in parentheses. Now, getting locks for reattachment, repairs, medical reasons is understandable and it's yours. Generally speaking, lock extensions is cheating and not an element of the journey. It's artificial. First of all, who put y'all in charge of the lock community? Like, the entitlement that some of you guys have, like, I just don't understand it. Who said that you people were the I can't think of the word, but who said y'all was in charge, right? Because first of all, I didn't say any of y'all was in charge of me. Let's start there. I know that a lot of people have not been following my journey from the beginning. I get it. So I know people don't know my history and my personal journey with my locks to the lock extensions, which is fine. If you do happen to come across any of my videos and you're not subscribed, you haven't been following my lock journey, let me clearly state that my intention, my purpose is not to come off as if I know everything about locks, because I don't. From the beginning of my lock journey, I have always stated that this was a new journey for me. This has been a great learning experience for me, and when I create my content, it's me trying things, sharing them with you guys, to share my experience. My whole intention is to share my experience, whether you have locks, whether you have lock extensions, whether you're looking for different lock styles, whether if you're curious about, my whole thing is to share my experience. This is my experience and it's my experience. So everything that I do with my experience is what I share on YouTube, which is my experience. I purposely put lock extensions in all of my titles, in the description. I say it aloud because honestly, I could get on camera and create lock content and never mention that I have lock extensions, because for one, it's nobody's business. Let's start there. However, I do it because I'm not ashamed that I have lock extensions. This was a personal decision that I made because I wanted to, and I love my lock extensions. I love styling them. I love this, okay? And that's why I create my content. Also, I put lock extensions in my titles because I never want to come off as dishonest. Like I said, I can create content and never mention lock extensions, and you guys, some of you may just think I'm doing a lock style. And secondly, I know that there are other people who are curious about lock extensions who may want to see lock extensions content. And so I put lock extensions so people know that when they're clicking on the video, it's about lock extensions. So I don't understand that if you don't like lock extensions, why do you click on a video about lock extensions to tell me you don't like lock extensions? I do not understand the logic in that. I don't like prank videos. I would never go out of my way to click on a prank video. And if I so happen to stumble across one, I'm not gonna comment and be like, why are you putting out prank content? That's what's wrong with you. You are cringy. Like, what is the point? I just don't understand the point. Can somebody explain that to me? This other comment is what really set this comment off though, because somebody responded to the comment that I just told you guys about, and they said, yes, queen, you're speaking facts. Learn some patience and they'll grow long on their own. Sorry, darling, you are not a part of the lock family because you have been booted out. Now get 100 emoji, face palm emoji, throwing up emoji, mad face emoji, point, because I gotta get out. This is like really my biggest issue with the people who have issues with lock extensions, is because y'all are nasty. First, let me say, and I told her this in the comment, that I would never, ever, if this is what the lock family is and the lock community is about, I would never want to be a part of it. I don't need any of you guys' acceptance, approval from the people in charge at the lock community headquarters. I don't need any of you guys' approval to post my content, to do my content, and to speak my truth and my experience. Y'all nasty, y'all rude, and if that's what family is, I would never consider any of you guys my family. Y'all are mean. Y'all really mean girls, okay? You guys are mean girls, and yeah, it ain't cool. I have my intentions for putting out my lock extension content, which is what I just told you guys about. But what is your intentions? What is your purpose for going around telling people that lock extensions are cringy, that you're not a part of the family? Like, what be y'all intention? And now this is an honest question for people who don't like lock extensions, because like I said, everybody is entitled to like what they like. But what is your intention for going out of your way to tell people that you don't like something about them? You get what I'm saying? A lot of you guys like to lead with the it's a lifestyle, it's a journey. I don't know if you're trying to encourage people to do it the traditional way because you feel the traditional way is better. However, if that is your intention, why do you lead with insults? In the 2 comments that I just read to you guys, it was filled with insults. And if you're insulting people, why would anyone ever want to be a part of that community? Why should people want to do what you feel is right if you feel like you need to lead with insults and negativity? If you feel so strongly about locks in the traditional way, then you have every right to speak your truth, to speak your experience, but you cannot come into other people's spaces and tell them what they can and can't do and throw out insults. And a lot of y'all are really just insecure, and I don't want to be that type of person because, like I said, my intentions for all of my videos is to be informative, to be uplifting. A lot of y'all are exactly the same as the black men who don't date black women but love to come in black women's spaces and talk about the reasons why you don't date black women. A lot of y'all, I don't like lock people, y'all giving off that same energy, and it's ugly, okay? It is very ugly. It's ugly. And that's why I said a lot of y'all got y'all own insecurities that y'all need to work through, but y'all don't need to work through it with me and here on my channel, because that ain't got nothing. Your insecurities and your issues with lock extensions don't have nothing to do with me. It don't got nothing to do with me. It don't got nothing to do with the next person that got lock extensions either. That is your issue. It's one thing if it's an open dialogue and we're having a conversation about things. That's one thing, but y'all don't do that. Y'all come into spaces that are, like I said, my videos are titled lock extensions. If you don't like lock extensions, it's not created for you, and that's okay, because everything is not for everyone. Everyone is not for me, and that's okay too. And the more we get comfortable with that, and I mean really get comfortable with that, and also understand that people doing things differently does not dim my light. It don't dim your light. The way I do my stuff don't dim your light, and the way you do your stuff don't dim mine. And once we understand that, then yeah, we'll be able to operate a little better, coexist a little better with each other. But y'all just need to stop the nasty comments, the rude comments, all of that. Y'all need to stop, especially over here, okay? And I know people gonna still do what they want to do because it's life, but I'm gonna still say what I want to say because it's life, and this is my platform, and I have every right to speak my experience, which I will continue to do because I know that there are people who identify with that. However, I'm speaking my experience on my platform, so if you have an issue with lock extensions, then create your own platform to talk about why you don't like lock extensions. You can do that, but don't come into my space telling me what I can and can't do, because I'm grown, okay? I'm grown. And I'm grown, and I can do what I want to do. I'm grown. But yeah, that's all I got to say, y'all. Like I said, I didn't really have no notes, and like I said, I appreciate all the people who like genuinely support my channel, who are genuinely interested in my content. And again, I'm not too good for constructive criticism, because y'all give a lot of good tips, and a lot of tips y'all give me I implement, and I appreciate people like y'all. But the people who come strictly to run your mouth and be rude and nasty, y'all could go. She told me, how you gonna tell me to get out and it's my platform? Make that make sense, because that don't make no sense to me. But yeah, this is it for the video, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Snatched by Sharmel, and I'll see y'all in my next video.